Coach, when you look at the fact that, Kurt Signetti came from James Madison, you also spent some time there as well, just what it says about kind of the roads you've both taken and to put something on the map like a James Madison when those conferences and those teams don't always get that credit.
Yeah, I think, you look at, especially different places he's been and what's kind of defined him as a coach and what's built him or prepared him for where he is right now. And same thing with different places that I've been. I think you go through so many different things as a coach. There's the ups, the downs, you go out and you learn from your experiences all the time, the good, the bad, the ugly. And, I think that's where, my opportunity to work with him, I learned a ton of football. He had been in different situations. He had been, his experiences at NC State, his experiences all the way back to like Rice, his experiences at Alabama that he would talk about, different situations that they had at IUP that he learned from, that, he wanted to learn from and put us in a better situation. So for me, it was awesome learning and seeing all those details. And then the same thing for me. Like, when I was young, when I was in a Division III room where you didn't have the support staff, you didn't have the amount of people that you have here. And even when we were at JMU, I look back at like our staff now or Indiana staff, and then you look back where some of those people were when we were at JMU. We had 6 guys on defense. I think we had the full-time coaches, and I think Ben, who's at Indiana right now, was one of the GA the first year. I think the second year he became an analyst, and we had a second GA, so we had 7 guys. But you look at how everything grows and how we developed and how we grow as people and as coaches. It's awesome to see the success that he's had. You can kind of tell, like my first meeting, how organized it was, how detailed it was, how process-driven it was, and what the plan was. And you don't really talk about the ultimate goals. Okay, how do we get better today? How do we improve from this that happened yesterday? How do we develop this area? And I think that's why he's been so successful. And I was lucky to be a part of that and get an opportunity to learn from him. And I've been lucky in a lot of different situations. All the way back to where I started in Division III, to the guys that I was coached by in high school and college, and then being in different situations with Harrison,
honestly, I feel like
Coach Flack, Coach Shimano, now Coach Cristobal. The amount I've learned just this year of different details and different practice situations and putting guys in different, seeing things differently, game management wise, and I've learned a ton from all these different people I've been blessed with.